In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about getting gringo'd. And getting gringo'd is not a good thing. My name is William Hutchison. I'm the owner of Armenia, Colombia Realty for Expats, along with my wife. We're in Armenia, Colombia, where I have lived in Colombia for almost 13 years and in Armenia for almost 12. You can visit our website, Armenia Colombia Realty for Expats.com, where we have our blog with some information that you might find helpful, and also our current listings. In Colombia, it's common, and it's not just in Armenia, it's common throughout the country that there are two prices. There's one price for Colombians and one price for gringos. I've touched on it in one or two of my other videos, but today I want to explain to you how it happens and what you can do to prevent being gringo'd. I'm going to give you some examples and you can draw your own conclusions. The first example is you're shopping for, let's say, shoes. And the one thing I do like about Armenia is when you're looking for a product, most of the little shops that sell that particular product are concentrated in a particular area. So for example, if you want sneakers or any other type of shoe within a 2 square block area or 2 block square area, you can usually find 10, 12, 14 tiendas that sell that particular product, and it makes shopping very easy. When you buy shoes, almost everything, especially in the center of town, there's no price shown. There's no price on the shoe box. I haven't been back to Canada for quite a while, but I seem to remember that when the salesperson brought out the box of shoes, the pair of shoes, there was a price on the box. You won't see that here. And I believe the reason is because the price to a gringo will be different. Having said that, the big box stores do publish their prices. The two largest here are Olympica and Exito. There's some others, for example, Price Smart, which is a Costco type store, Alcom per hour, which sells a lot of electronics. Those prices are posted. But in the smaller, what you might call mom and pop stores, very, very seldom do you see pricing. The second example I will give you is if you're looking for an apartment or a townhouse, a condo to rent or to buy, you need to look at only those that have a publicly shown price. If you show up at the door and knock on the door because you see a sign on the window, it's guaranteed that you're going to pay more than the time that the owner does not see your face. Because a lot of Colombians here look at gringos as their personal bank machine. And again, you show up at the door, you're going to pay more than you should, and you're going to pay more than a Colombian would pay. I'll give you two concrete examples. One that happened 5-6 months ago, and another that I learned about just yesterday. I had a couple here 5 or 6 months ago from South Carolina, an American gentleman married to a Colombian lady. They'd lived in the United States for many, many years and were relocating to Colombia. I made an appointment for them to see a home not far from me here, perhaps 2 or 3 blocks. And they went on the showing. The lady, of course, is Colombian, fluent Spanish. And during the showing, the price increased 10%. There was no embarrassment on the part of the agent or any "I'm sorry" sort of thing. It just went up 10%. And I believe, again, the reason for that is because it was an American male that was on the showing. Even though the lady, the wife was, his wife was fluent Spanish, the price still went up. Yesterday I had a fellow call me about the real estate business in Armenia. He had been in real estate sales in Florida. He's from Wisconsin. And we got to talking about everything in Armenia, including visas. Now, he's been here almost 11 years. And when we got to the visa, he got a 1-year migrant visa not so long ago, I think 8 or 9 months. It's coming up for renewal. And when he got it, he paid $1,500 to the agent. I have a client that came in October, and he got his pension visa February or March, used an agent, and paid $335 for a 1-year visa. Now, the gentleman yesterday got super gringo'd. He paid over 4 times what he should have been paying, and I'm a little concerned about that, not only for the amount, but for the fact that he's been here that long and still got taken in the way he did. So those are the examples of getting gringo'd. I personally don't like to see it happen. I don't think it's a system or a bit of knowledge that even Colombians should be proud of, because it really is a negative characteristic that is not common to all Colombians. But it happens often. If you deal with our company, we will see that it doesn't happen to you. That we can't be there every step of the way, every minute of every day, even after you come here. But we're always available for our opinion, and we'll help you pay what you should pay. And that's basically what a Colombian pays. I have been gringo'd once, not for a lot, but it isn't anything that is pleasurable. In fact, the more you think about it, the more it aggravates you. That's the video for today. Tomorrow I'm going to have a video recapping my first 50. This is number 51, but I'm going to recap the first 50, just make some general comments, and refer you to the videos that if you're looking at coming to Colombia, to Armenia specifically, those are the videos that you should make sure that you have a look at. Once again, in order to get the word out, I need subscribers. Thank you to the ones I have now, but the YouTube algorithm is based on popularity, how long people look at your videos, how many subscribe, how many like. I want to get the message out there. I don't care personally about getting monetized. That's the farthest thing from my mind. But I do want to get the information out to as many people as possible, especially those that are considering somewhere to retire. I'm hearing that a lot of the traditional places are getting very expensive, and expats in those countries, Costa Rica, Panama, Mexico, as examples, are looking for an alternative. The one thing I will say, if you look on YouTube for Armenia walkabout videos, there's some good looks there of what Armenia is if you haven't been here and don't know Armenia. The one issue I have with it is many of them are Centro and south, and that's not where expats are going to be living. Some of the walkabouts don't know Armenia, so they walk through, but they can't tell you the barrios. There's only 3 or 4 barrios for expats to live in, and they're all in the north of town. But if you want to get the Armenia vibe, have a look at those videos. I don't think you could consider it a waste of time. It'll give you the Armenia look, the Armenia culture, and also the parts of Armenia to stay out of. William Hutchison, Armenia Colombia Realty for Expats, signing off. Once again, I live in paradise, and you can too.